was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And
and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught outright by Graham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And Graham on the grab. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, he certainly had his ups and downs since being the 2nd overall selection back in 2017. But when he's on, Mitchell Trubisky shows all the attributes you're looking for in a quarterback. Big arm, excellent legs for mobility. His key, being consistent.
Trubisky's throw taken in by Green here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Open man, there's Tim Tebow. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, this is Haney. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On first down, it's Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. We're scoreless after 1. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tebow. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. To the middle, he's got Tebow. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On third down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? And
looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Mounties on one play have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Dalton appears to be in a fair amount of pain here. He's still on the turf. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Trubisky. And it's caught here, Amendola. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 2nd down and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts, and that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. That one complete to Tebow. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 36, Trubisky. Amendola's got it, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's caught. He finds Amendola again.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Prater's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Justin Herbert with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Tebow.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and this one's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. They complete it to Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Mounties had 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake?
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts, and he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They go with Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught outright by Renfro. Not much there, only a yard.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Matt Milano in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Back to throw here.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Amendola catching it left side.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, and this is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Trubisky to throw again. Green brings it in. And he lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They go play action with Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the defense now here back onto the field. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day. And it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That 6-layer cake.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky to throw.
He'll get that into the hands of Tebow.
Now the offense offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Renfro.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. To throw again on second down, Trubisky.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.